Hello, my beautiful people. Thanks so much for stopping by my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Goretti and I'm the counselor at Butterfly Project. So today I wanted to talk about energy vampires. So I don't know if you have heard this term. It is something that I talk to my clients about. It is something that is kind of talked about in the spiritual community. When we're talking about metaphysics, people that do different healing modalities and that, talk lots about this. But really, it is something that psychologists talk about, that I talk about with my clients in my sessions, and it's some really important information to know. So if you didn't already know this information, I believe I did a video on this, but if you didn't know, we are, and science has already proven this, but we are energetic beings, okay? And so we all have kind of an energy field around us, and I think it goes out about, like, they've measured it, it's like about 7 feet, this big sphere around you that's about 7 feet in diameter, I guess, or goes out 7 feet, okay, all around you. Science wasn't my best subject in school, you guys, but if it, as an example to teach you about this, if you're in line, let's say at a coffee shop and you're waiting to put in your order, and the person in front of you, let's say, is a very grumpy, mean person, but they're not, doing or saying anything, that would give you that impression. You can just kind of feel that they are that way. You don't see their facial expressions because they have their back to you. They're not really doing or saying anything that tells you this, but you just have this feeling, and then maybe something happens and you're like, oh yeah, I saw that, I felt that. That's why, is because their energy field is like intertwining or overlapping with your energy field, and you can pick up on that. We all have intuition, you guys, and so we all have that kind of feeling. Everybody, there's so many other examples that can teach you this, but think about your own life and you'll know that we feel energy, right? So energy vampires are people that either have mental health issues. So this is like people that have borderline personality disorder, bipolar, anything like that. And I don't like putting labels, but this just makes it easier to kind of, teach you guys. So there's that, people that are kind of like Ehor, right? The melancholy, the woe is me. They're always, down, or maybe they're always negative. Anybody that deals with things like that, or they just have a very negative view on life, this is something that really can kind of drain your energy. And everybody's different. Some people are really good at kind of putting, energy barriers up naturally. Other people, like myself, because I am an empath, if you don't know what that means, you can look that up. But, I'm extremely empathic and very intuitive. And so I really have a hard time. I'm very open, my energy field. And so I absorb a lot of people's energy, and I really I've learned, and I'm still not great at it. I still, have to consciously really kind of protect my energy. Or if I've been around people, like if I'm, around people that are very negative or very down or, toxic, I do need a lot of time to kind of detox from that. So spending time with myself, doing lots of self-care, spending time with people, that I love and I enjoy being with, those things can really help. Watching movies, comedy, that kind of thing. Doing things that I love, whether it's cooking or, if you are around people like that, you do need to do things to kind of like recharge your batteries. But I wanted to talk about energy vampires in saying that, to pay attention to these people. So one of the best ways to know if somebody is an energy vampire, how do you feel talking with them or being in their presence, spending time with them? If you feel exhausted and drained just talking to somebody, if you feel like you just went on like a 10-mile, run, That's not normal. Usually, when we're around people that have really good, positive, light energy, those people kind of fill us up. They recharge our batteries. They give us energy. They make us feel good. And, they don't take from us. Okay, so energy vampires are people that suck the good energy out of you. I won't go into the spiritual side of what this is, but just on a psychological aspect, energy vampires are just people who are negative, people who don't love themselves, people who don't like themselves, people who are not happy, who are negative, who possibly also could be, really depressed, people who have mental health issues, maybe addictions, a lot of anger and resentment. They're carrying around a lot of, emotional, stuff. People also that don't have a lot of like awareness or introspection, they're not very self-aware of how they affect other people, and people that like to complain. I mean, we've all, been around that friend or family member who's always complaining, who always finds, a problem with everything, right? Who's very negative, who nothing you do makes them happy. It's that those people are energy vampires, and we call them vampires because they're sucking the energy out of you. Okay. There are also people who, do this purposely. Those people, really are, the narcissists of the world. People who not just narcissistic traits, but like full-blown narcissists. People with narcissistic traits, of course, too, will suck the energy out of you. But people with, that are full-blown narcissists, psycho, sociopaths, that kind of thing. And like I said, borderline personality disorder, things like that. People, if they haven't, been self-aware, haven't done work on themselves, right? If they're stuck in that toxic behavior, they will suck the energy right out of you. And you'll know because you will feel really drained after. It doesn't feel good to be in their presence. There's those people that they walk in a room and they light up the room, or, those people that, you're just drawn to, right? You gravitate towards certain people. Some people have that really alluring, quality to them. And what that is that person's really, kind of shining their light, that's, kind of more of a spiritual or metaphysical term, but people shining their light. They're, really good-hearted people. They're loving, they're happy, they're positive, people that always see the good in things, the good in people. They're able to shift, perspective if it's a bad situation. So just people who are really, kind of positive and light and fun and happy. And it doesn't mean we have to be happy all the time, right? We all have stuff. We all have our bad days, but in general, people that, feel good, are people that people are gravitated towards, that you want to be around, that you want to spend your time with. So if you enjoy spending time with, somebody, if you feel good afterwards, if you feel, fulfilled and you feel like full, right? More energetic, happy, those kinds of, fun, joyful feelings, those tell you that person, of course, is a healthy person. That's a good person, to be around. But those people that just having a conversation with them, you're like, I feel like I just ran, a 10-mile race. Like, you just feel exhausted, or just the thought of thinking of like having to be around them, is draining. And I experienced this, with clients, and I have actually had to really set some boundaries. Like, now I value my energy so much. It takes so much work for me to replenish the energy that I have actually had to set boundaries on which clients I will accept and which I won't, because I can't, like, I'm like an energetic sponge. I just like soak it all in, and I cannot afford, to be like 2-3 days after one session with somebody trying to replenish my energy. So I refuse to work, with people like that because of that. And it's no disrespect. It is just me protecting my energy. So that is the other thing that I wanted to, make very clear, is that if you do have people like this, that that you have to interact with, with, because sometimes we can't choose if you have to interact with these people, if they're family members maybe or whatever, then take the steps necessary to protect yourself. Don't get into serious conversations with them. Do your best to spend the least amount of time with them, the least amount of interaction with them. Keep things very surface level with them. Very factual basis, short responses. Don't get into deep conversations. Do not try to convince people, or defend yourself, with these people as well, because these are also people that they just, it's kind of like trying to like fight with a wall. Like, don't even bother. It's not worth your time. This is why that saying, it's not worth your time and your energy, because energy is valuable. Okay, energy is just like you wouldn't just throw your money away. Same thing. You need to be very diligent and protect your energy. All right. So protecting your energy is something very important. It is something that I practice on a regular, basis in my work, in my personal life. Okay. And it is something important, to be aware of. Okay, you guys. So if you do have to deal with these people, like I said, keep it short and sweet, super simple, short answers, least amount of interaction. And if you did kind of get, your energy sucked, then lots of self-care, lots of self-love, lots of, things, doing whatever. Everybody's different. So do whatever replenishes you, whether that's spending time alone, spending time with people you love, doing activities that you love. Maybe it's, just maybe getting a bit more sleep, or watching something funny, or, kind of leaving the dishes and, the laundry for another day, whatever it is, taking a long bath, whatever you need to do to replenish yourself, doing things that you enjoy. I love cooking, that's one way I do. So there's multiple ways. Do whatever you need to replenish yourself. But I want you guys to be more aware of your energy, who you're giving your energy to. You guys, your energy is no different than money, no different than your heart. You wouldn't give your heart to somebody that doesn't, shouldn't have it, shouldn't deserve it, right? So same kind of thing. You wouldn't just throw your money away. So also protect, guard your energy, and, give your energy to the people that are reciprocating and also giving back, and not sucking it from you. Okay? Because those people, like I said, energy vampires, and you will be depleted. All right, my loves. And if you are dealing with anybody, that's very toxic, like a narcissist or anything like that, if you're having issues, if you need help with this, in my description box below, I always have my information if you would like to work with me. I do Zoom sessions. I work all over the world with clients, and I would, absolutely love to help you with this. Also, I am hosting my self-love embodiment workshop on February the 23rd, and that is on Friday from 6 to 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. It might go a little bit over because I'm going to leave room for questions and answers at the end as well. Also, if you can't make it on time, or if you have to miss the whole thing, or you leave early, or whatever it is, I will also be, as an added bonus, recording the Zoom session, and I'll be sending out the recordings to everybody afterwards as well. And basically, it's kind of like a crash course on self-love. I'll be giving you lots of information, a lot of wisdom, and a lot of tools and techniques and things to develop these skills, and to shift yourself out of, maybe feeling unworthy, or, low self-esteem, low self-worth, feeling not confident, possibly, or maybe you're insecure. I will be teaching you and showing you all the things you need to do, basically kind of like a roadmap and a guide. I'll be guiding you on what needs to happen to be able to shift that. Okay, so I'll be giving you guys as much as I possibly can in that short amount of time. So it's a really great, class, workshop to take part in. Like I said, even if you can't be there, it is actually, I've kept the fee really low, to make it available to as many people as I possibly can, because as you guys know, I absolutely love helping people. That is my number one passion, and so I want to make it affordable for everybody. It is, quite a bit less than even 1 hour session with me. Okay, and you're getting all of that. And when you do group question and answer like that too, lots more comes out than what I've put together, which is, you know, super awesome. So yeah, and then like I said, as an added bonus, you have the recording, so you can go back to it, or even if you miss it, you know, you can watch it. And you get a lot more than even when we're doing it one-on-one in sessions. Like, it's just a different way of kind of learning this information. Like I said, I'm kind of like putting everything in there. So if you would like to take part in that, I would absolutely love to have you there. I will put the link in the description box below. And yeah, so if you guys enjoyed this, don't forget to do all the things like comment down below, share this video with anybody that you think it might be helpful for. And also, if you're new here and you're not subscribed, please go ahead and do so. I would absolutely love to have you here as part of this ever-growing butterfly community. And you guys, when you do one or any number of these things or all of these things, don't forget that it truly is the easiest and best way to support me and my channel, to help my channel to grow and to get my messages out there. All right, you guys. So, and don't forget, I do appreciate each and every one of you on here. And as always, I wish you all peace, love, and light. Until next time, bye-bye.